Hello everyone and welcome back to another one of my videos. How are you all doing? Sorry it's been a couple of weeks, but I'm back and I was thinking of things of what we could do for videos. And one of the ones I was thinking of was imparting some wisdom that I wish I had when I started this game. A lot of times in stream, we'll get people to ask, a lot of questions, wonderful beginner questions to things. And I said, you know what? I wonder if people would get a lot out of me making not like a top 10, it's not like it's an order of competition, but 10 things that I wish I knew when I started ESO. Coming from other different games, things can be different, and just the mechanics of certain things, what's actually going on, how do I do certain things. And so I talked to a few people, and I said, oh man, I wish I knew this when I started. And oh, don't forget about this because, this would be something that I didn't know about for a long time. So even if you're a seasoned veteran, there might be something in here that you might not know of. Or if you're just beginning, you're like, oh my gosh, thank you for telling me this. In another game, I didn't know that I could do that in this game. So, I got a list here, and I'm in Somerset. Hello, I'm in beautiful Somerset, right here, right now. And I thought it was a good place to talk about all the different things. So the first thing that I wanted to talk about, all right, is mount training. Let's type this in here. Mount training. That's number one. All right. Mount training is one of those things that you want to make sure that you do every day. All right. Let me get on my mount here. All right. One of the new ones. And in Somerset, a lot of the big cities have a mount trainer. And on your map, you're looking for, let's see, where is he? He's over by here. So let's go over to the mount trainer. There you go. You look for that little symbol. All right. And there he is, the stable master. All right. So you want to make sure that you go to the stable master. All right. All of mine are maxed out on this character. But you want to click on one each day. I usually start with speed because, just to get your mount all the way up. And then as soon as I've gone through there, I usually will go to carry capacity because that actually gives you up to a maximum of 60 of what you can carry on your individual as well. And then stamina, which increases your stamina while mounted. So that's where I begin. It's pretty cheap to do. I'm one of these people that in like any of the crown crates or any of the Ouroboros crates, I don't hold on to those writing skill books in there. Oh, actually, my other character, Power Friendship, completed his mount training. I'm going to have to go do that today. I turn those in for gems because all you have to do is make sure to just visit the stable master once per day, and eventually you're going to get all of your writing and all of your skills. So that's the first one that a lot of people will forget to do. So it's a great one to do on a daily basis. The next thing, all right, is your writs. All right? A lot of people are like, well, what are writs? Writs are your daily crafting quests. So you want to make sure to get on those as soon as possible. I believe it's level 5 or 6. I'm forgetting now. It's been a bit in there. But what you're going to do is that you're going to talk to various people around the major hubs of crafting and actually get, dodge roll, and get your quests. There you go. There's the loading in. This guy does the
you are now free to accept jewelry
does
crafting
jewelry. There's one near the Mages Guild that will do stuff for weapons and armor. There's a provisioning person right in here. This guy, was it Daniel? All right. And when you're of that level and you're able to do it, you get those quests. And the quests are all about creating and deconning low-level items. And you go and you get, you get certified, they call it. You get certified to be able to craft at all of the crafting stations. This is why a lot of people love Somerset, because they have all the crafting, such as all the provisioning, everything like that, all around this little hub. And once you get certified to do all of them, then if you look at here, see how it's got a little blue? That means it's a daily quest. You would go to these boards, all right, and you would collect the quest on each one of those. All right, so for me, actually, I'm actually able to do it. I do have Lazy Writ Crafter, so it collects all of them for me. Boom. And then what I do is that I go to all the little crafting stations, and I click on it, and it automatically crafts it for me. That's the great thing about having Lazy Writ Crafter. All right, and I go around to all the different stations, and it crafts it for me. Now, I won't do all of them right now, but a lot of people ask, what's the best way to make money in the game? It's actually from your writs. When you do all of your writs and you are level 50, all right, because the money that you gain from it is dependent on your level. When you're level 50, you make 4,600 gold per character per day. So, I mean, do the math. You do it on 10 characters. Now you're getting 46,000 per day. So it's a great way of making money. So I didn't do all of these. Of course, I'm not going to get the full amount of money. But nearby, or close by, where you do your crafting in the big towns, you after you do your crafting, you just click on the box. And you see down in the right-hand corner, I get a little bit of money. I get a little bit of gold. And I get some items that I can sell or decon, or do what I like with. So, ooh, that one got me a Cuda. Ooh, that's a good one. So writs. So writs, a.k.a. how do I make money in the game? Two of the best ways of making money in the game, of course, are writs or stealing things. It really is. So, all right. So that's number 2. The next thing that I wish I knew was about outfit styles. All right. Outfit styles, when you go into your outfits, I always wondered at first, well, how do I unlock these to have the ability to change, the look of my armor? I'm able to preview it. How did I get all these different, things? And I used to think that what you had to do was just acquire the item. So I would acquire an item just throughout the world of a Daedric robe, let's say. And like, since I acquired it, I must know it. And it wouldn't show up. I'm like, well, where is it? I acquired it. It might have been I was wearing it, for a piece of gear early on. And it didn't work, and I would be very frustrated about it. That's actually not how you unlock all of these styles. How you do it is that you get these things called motifs. I'll look at my inventory insight here so I can show you. If I just go motif, and I plug this in here, look at all these different motifs. If I were to go grab this motif and learn it, I would have the regatta boots motif learned. All right, I would have the gloves motif learned. So you actually learn outfit styles through collection of motifs. All right, and some of them are blue level, or like this one, it does the entire wood elf style with it. So it actually, books are great because it does all the different parts, the boots, the hats, the chests, the weapons in here. A little bit more desirable ones will drop out of like dungeons or trials, and you'll get those. But you have to learn them if you want them to appear in your outfit styles. So that's how you learn them. I thought just by getting an item that had it originally, that's how you were able to put it on, and it wasn't the case. You have to use motifs, and I didn't know that for the longest time. So So yeah, and so I just used what I had at the time. So now our next one, number 4, is actually akin to this. It's the costumes. All right, when you put on a costume, actually it's the same thing. All right, you look at your appearance and you find like whatever costume that you want. All right, the costumes are actually free to dye. When you've got an outfit, all right, when you go to an outfit station, actually let's go back in. To change the color on an outfit, so we're using the terms outfit and costume differently. So outfit are the individual pieces. A costume is the whole thing. So where's the costume? There we go. There's the outfit station. If I want to change anything on this outfit, it's actually going to cost me money. So if I wanted to go say, so you know what? I'm tired of that chest piece. Let's go with the Dragon Guard robe. All right, let's click onto that. Oh, actually, that's not too bad. All right, but you see, it's actually starting to cost. Oops, you can't see because I got my mount training thing. Hold on. Let me go. Boom. Yeah. Boom. You see, it has a cost to it. It has 1,000, 1,000 gold cost. Yeah. If I take a costume, all right, let's undo those changes because I don't want that to happen. All right. If I have a costume, which actually I'm not wearing a costume, let's put on a costume. You got to do that first. Oh, I just noticed something. As we were doing all this, I didn't have any of my stuff. So we did mount training. We did Ritz. Boom. We did outfit. Motifs. Oops. Yeah. We did outfit motifs. And then we've done costumes. So that's the ones we've done so far. Mount training, number 1, Ritz, outfit motifs, and costumes. So I've got to pick my costume first. Let's see. One that I've been really liking lately for the costume is actually this one. I'm a big fan of Ahsoka Tano, and these are her colors. So when we had the May the 4th be with you celebration, I actually said, I've got the white Khajiit, the snow Khajiit. I've got my orange and I've got my blue. All right. So this actually didn't cost me anything to be able to dye. So if you're worried about money and worried about, the cost of changing an outfit, all right, that costs a lot of money, well, you know what? Maybe find a costume that you really like, because you can change that to anything. You can change the colors to anything that you want. And look at that. There's no... Actually, you can't see again. Oh, my goodness. Let's go take off the background. If you see, there's nothing there now. There's nothing in the cost window. So I can do that as much as I like. That's the purple. Ooh, that's kind of stylish. I like that. Ah. So I had no idea that didn't cost any money. So I thought it was the exact same thing. So, yeah. So outfits do cost money. Costumes don't. All right, let's undo those changes. Ooh, I like that look. I think we're going to go with that for the rest of the video. Like that. All right. So we've got that. We did our costumes. Acquiring armor and weapons. People always ask about armor and weapons and acquiring them in game. Well, here's the thing about armor and weapons. As you're leveling up from 1 to 50, all right, don't worry so much about buying a lot of gear, all right? Your gear, as you're leveling and getting gear for quests and stuff, will suit you just fine as you're leveling up. Now, if you really want something, you can actually go to a guild trader. But I always say be careful with your money on the lower levels, and even crafting armor at the lower levels, because this game really isn't a grind, and you will out level a lot of your armor fairly quickly. Right? It might be because I've played a lot of MMOs in my day, and so the MMOs that I've played before that were very, very grindy, this game really isn't at all. It's real easy to enjoy it. So this area of Somerset over here actually has all the traders where you would talk to, and you would try to find, gear for your level and stuff. And all the bigger cities, have them. So you would go in there and you would find stuff for your appropriate level, for either weapons or apparel or jewelry in there. But a lot of the items that would be more desirable only happen after you reach level 50, and then even then the level cap for armor and weapons is CP 160, which once you get one character up to CP 160, all your characters, all your alts, when you hit level 50, will turn into CP whatever you're at. So I always say, when you're acquiring gear as you go along, right, don't worry about, look at this. It doesn't matter where I am or what I'm doing. I will always get this pet from somebody on top of my head. Thank you, sir, for moving. I'm making a video. So when you're acquiring those items, don't feel like you have to hold on to them. Don't feel like, just use the armor as you're going along until you get up to that level cap. Now, can you do it? Can you invest the money? Of course you can. And if you're having fun doing it, of course, have a wonderful time crafting those weapons that aren't maximum level. But as far as, because people will be like level 40 or something like that, and they're like, what gear should I be getting? What gear should I put on? And you want to tell them, what? Just keep leveling a little bit more. The levels are going to go by quickly, and then you can invest in armor that you're going to have for a long time. And then you don't have to worry about the lower levels in there. And I'm not saying rush to 50 or rush to, CP 160. I'm just saying enjoy the armor that you're acquiring along the way, and don't worry so much about these, sets that people talk about as they get to, maximum level. So that's one of the things that I did not know about. I think I crafted and went nuts on my gear every 2 levels. And then 2 levels would come and I'm like, oh, I gotta upgrade. I gotta upgrade and do something like that. So yeah. So it's it's one of those things that I didn't know, when I think on my first character I wasted, a lot of money. So, all right. The next thing I wanted to talk about, all right, Wayshrines. They're free. A wonderful friend of mine, she's like, oh my gosh, I didn't know that Wayshrines were free. Because if you go to your map, all right, if you go to your map here, and I'm right next to a Wayshrine, and if I want to port to the Wayshrine I'm next to, it's going to cost me 146 gold, and that's only because I haven't ported anywhere for a while. Once you've ported, if you're going to want to port right away, it's going to cost you a lot of money. So, I mean, anywhere that you would go on a map, if I want to port there, it's going to cost me gold. If I want to go to, Vardenfell and go way over here, it's going to cost me gold. All right? But if I go to a Wayshrine and I click on that, look at this. Free. Free. I want to go all the way to Vardenfell. Free. Porting from a Wayshrine is free. And it's free to go into any dungeon, any trial. All right? It's all free. And so many people don't know that because the first thing they'll do is, and I think because we come from other games, we get so excited that we actually can port to anywhere in the world from where we're standing. Like, oh yeah, I can port over to here. It just costs me a little bit of gold. You know? I can port over to here. I can click on the map, I can port over to here. Meet up with a friend. Well, it's going to cost me some gold. All right? Well, you can do the exact same thing, but for free. Right from a Wayshrine. And it seems something that seems so intuitive. But when you come from other games where you can't do that, you know, it's not as second nature as we would like it to be. So, the next tip that I have on top of this is actually your free. We'll keep the Wayshrines are free, but we also have free homes. All right, you get a free house. All right, now these houses are apartments, but all the towns, all of these bigger towns, will have little apartments that you can do a short quest to do. And sometimes it's just talking to a person. Like I always liked this one, the Golden Griffin. You talk to the lady there, and she's like, "You're not part of like this crew that's you know, bad apples. We don't want any bad apples here, you know, staying with us." And you say, "No, of course not." You know, in there, and then you get like a deed, and you get to the house. Well, here's a great way. This is why I always say get all the free houses, the free apartments that you can, because look at this. I can recall here without paying anything. So like I'm in Somerset, and let's say, you know, okay, normally I would be, you know, if I want to go to Grotwood. So let's go to Grotwood, and I want to get to the main town here. Well, that's going to cost me some money, but look at this. I own the little snug pod over there. I can left click and port to there, free of charge. Now, it's not in every zone, but in a lot of the bigger towns, bigger cities, you have one. Look at this. I've got one over here. Little penthouse. I can travel free that way. So you could get yourself closer to wherever you want to go, or to the Wayshrine. I used to, when Vardenfell, when Morrowind came out, I used to port to there, free of charge, and then I just run over here to the Wayshrine, and then go to anywhere that I wanted to for free. So there's a lot of free travel. So if you think you're wasting a lot of money traveling, use those as two options. So the Wayshrines being free, and the free house, the free apartments that you get, the free room at the inn. So, all right. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right. Next thing is 8. Let's do a little bit for the PvPers. All right. You get to PvP at level 10. A lot of people that are huge into PvP, coming from other games on PvP, they want to jump in right away. They're like, I want to go in. And it's just like, and they're like, I'm level 6 and I can't PvP. What's wrong? What am I doing wrong? It's like, just wait. Just wait. Leveling up to 10 does not take you very long. And at level 10, you'll get a summons telling you all about the Three Banners War, telling you all about going into Cyrodiil, talking all about battlegrounds that you can go in individually. And then you're able to enter the campaigns at level 10. Yeah. So you have to be level 10 before you can go in. And then you can go in. Yeah. So, wonderful. So, PvP, just wait for level 10. Boom. All right. The 9th one that I didn't know how to do for the longest time. This was mine. This is the one that I'm like, how do I do all this? Is the quick slots. All right? All the quick slot items, the items that show up down here. All right? I knew it had Q, and I'm like, I knew I knew that if I click Q, all right, that if I click Q, I could rotate my mouse and I could do different things and I could quick slot, but I didn't know how, how I added things to this quick slot little reticule dial thing. And what you do is that you go into your inventory, and at the top here in the items, go all the way to the right, and you'll see quick slots. Click on the quick slots, and now you can add anything you want. You could add a food item. You could add a memento, like I have the cake. All right. You could add quest items. You could add pets that you want to summon. I have my assistants for my bankers. That's the two that I have. So if I want to take my banker out for someone quickly, if they need a merchant or a banker, I've got that ready. All right. Or any type of appearance. If I want to change my hat, if I want to change my look on the fly, any kind of skin, any kind of personality, I can put that on as well. And I could not figure out how to do this for the life of me. I was trying to do it like I wanted to quick slot a health pot and a mana pot. And I would go to my pots and I'm like, well, what do I do? I'm like, I know it goes in, but like the quick slot thing goes away. I'm like, okay, there's my quick slot. And then I go to my inventory. I'm like, I couldn't figure out how to do it. So yeah, so make sure go to your quick slots over here. Then you've got the ability to then take something and add it to it, just like that. And then when you exit out and you hold down your Q, now I can select it. That's how that works. Like I said, that was mine. I did not know how to do that for the longest time. All right. Well, let's see. So that's quick slots. So we got quick slots. So that's number 9. So just to recap in here, what have we gone over? We have gone over mount training. Make sure to do that every day for your character. Your writs, aka making money. Go and do your daily writs, and that'll add up quickly. Believe me, you probably might have seen, because I used to see this when I would watch videos of other people in here, and I would see how much gold that they had. All right, and I'm like, oh my gosh! I said, how do you make 1 million gold? I'm like, you gotta do your writs. You gotta do your writs. Yeah, just amazing. So, and actually, that's just how much money I've got on this character. So, and I'll just leave it at that. I've got a lot more. So writs, how to make money. Then it was the outfit styles, the motifs. That was another one just for me that I'm like, I couldn't figure out the motifs. I didn't know about outfit styles. I thought I just had to acquire the item that was in that style. It's like, nope. You have to get the motif, and then you learn the motif. Along that line, the costumes that you can dye those for free. So it's nice not having to spend a lot of money when you find a nice outfit that you like. A nice costume that you like, excuse me. Acquiring armor and weapons. I talked about that. Make sure, about the, whether or not you want to spend all that time, crafting and making items for a specific level. The armor and weapons that you find as you go along, as you're questing along the world, will do just fine. The Wayshrine, that is free. Yeah, the Wayshrine ports. That you can port from the homes, and the homes are free. Those free apartments or inns. PvP, you just got to wait until level 10. Wait until level 10, and you'll be fine. How to quick slot items. All right? How to go through that process in the inventory and find that and be able to slot it. And then lastly, the last one that I wanted to do in here is is the actual login rewards. Login rewards. All right? What you want to do is that you want to make sure, if you can, we know that we all have busy lives sometimes, is to make sure that you log in every day. I actually have a daily reward waiting for me. I click on that you want to go in every day because there's always some great reward, at least one, in here. If you notice, I took a couple of days off this month so far, and I didn't get in on it, so I lost 7,000 gold. So here there's a little wicker fright banekin that you are able to acquire. Sometimes there's outfits, sometimes there's mounts, sometimes there's crates, repair kits. Let's see, instant research items, gold, lots of great things in here. So always be on the lookout. So always log in each day so you're able to do it. All you do is either hit the notification that you get as you enter the game, or you go to this little button here, the daily rewards, you click on it, and now I've acquired it. 6 crown refreshing drinks. Yeah. So that's number 10. I might actually, as I think of other things that I wish I knew about, I might actually make some more videos on this subject. And I always ask people, or I always notice when people are in my streams and they're asking questions about things they just can't figure out as they start the game. So yeah, so I hope you enjoyed this. Those are my 10 things. I hope they were helpful. I hope that they alleviate early frustration that I experienced when I didn't know how some of these things worked. So, wonderful. Well, thank you again for watching my videos. I really appreciate it. I really enjoy making these. I'll try to get back on to making, my one per week in there. I'm a little behind with the 2 weeks, but we're gearing up for Greymore, and so I'm getting excited about that. So maybe as Greymore comes in I believe 9 days from now, I'm dating the video, but in 9 days I'll have some more videos and some more things that I want to share with you guys and to be able to help you out. So, all right, thanks everybody. Have a good one. Enjoy your time in Tamriel. Goodbye.